Gonna be the last dream one I do, but I figure this one is a little more impactful. Well, you'll see why. Be me around 12 or 13 at the time. Came home from late night at friend's house 10 p.m. wow.jpg. Parents give me shit for it, but just send me to bed. Brush teeth, go to sleep. Find myself waking up the next morning. Everything seems a little too bright. Mom comes and gets me up and offers to make me food. Something seems off, dismiss it. Who cares? .png. Bacon and eggs time. Go through full normal day. Walk to school with mom. Go to class. Everything is perfectly normal, etc. Get out of school. It's already dark. Guess I'm late. .jpg. No one on the street. Run home. Door unlocked. Home empty. Hear something from basement. Sounds like a deep melodic oum, almost a hymn from monks. Spook.mp4. Open door to go down and investigate anyways. Feel sharp pain in the back of head. Everything goes dark. Come to strapped to that stone table that we had in our kitchen that was now in the basement. Forced into the fetal position by straps. Hear deep breathing coming from behind me. Hey Anon, wake up, it's 8 a.m. Anon, what are you doing? I actually wake up this time half sitting on my bed. Sheer bliss from seeing my dad. Still have weird pain in the back of my head. This was one of the first times I actually couldn't tell a dream from real life and essentially lived through a whole day in a dream. My dad found me the next morning sitting in a traditional prayer position, kneeling on my bed. Just really weird dream again, and I had that pain in my head for the whole rest of the day. I have more dream shit, but I think that's enough for now. Still up here, and honestly there is so much I think I might come back tomorrow night to write some more, cause a lot of this shit is just outright weird. For context for this one, my family had a cat since before I was born. They got him as a kitten about 8 months before I was born. Cat's name was Killer, ironically. Gonna green text this cause it is super short. Be me 16. Out with dad at pool. Get home in the middle of the day for lunch. Walk towards entrance to house. Notice small red thing? In front of steps leading to door. Holy, Anon, you see that? Object was an animal heart cut at the ventricles with a ring of feathers around. Think heart is from a rabbit or raccoon maybe. Dad says no, it has to be from a bird judging by the feathers. Cat probably killed it. Heart is way too big to be from any native bird around where I lived aside from turkeys and eagles. Cat would not kill a turkey or eagle and sever the heart by the ventricles. Take picture. Ask mom. Mom says cat has been inside whole day. Weird.jpg. Cat passes away 6 days later. Some little notes here. My cat was an indoor-outdoor cat, but he was pretty old, around 17 when he died. Even though he was in good health, we knew it was his time. Dad and I ended up burying him in the backyard. Going to see if I can find the picture of the heart, but I doubt it since it's not on the laptop, I think from my limited scrounging. Anyways, onto the really weird part of the story. Be me still 16. Couple of weeks after last green text. Family friend says a cat just appeared at his apartment asking to be let in. Just let himself in and stayed there. Cat looks pretty similar to now dead killer. Old, dead, cat for anyone who missed it. Family friend asks mom if she wants him. Mom declines. Family friend brings cat over anyways just in case. Mom becomes seriously attached. New cat seems pretty young, maybe 1 to 2 years old. Cat has same coloration and mannerisms, even likes and dislikes the same food. Memorized where our house was and became an indoor-outdoor cat within days. We end up adopt this cat, naming him Ninja. This cat essentially replaced our old one. Parents still slip up and call him Killer sometimes. Months later, our old dead cat Killer, which my dad and I buried in our backyard, was dug up, bones and decomposed cat everywhere. Ninja goes missing for 3 days. We find him. Still don't know how an animal or someone dug up about 3 feet of soil for a dead cat and why or where Ninja went during those 3 days. Really weird coincidence or bad prank, who knows. Ninja ended up being a lot less like Killer than we thought, actually a lot more reserved and quiet, hence the name we ended up giving him. but for the first couple months it was uncanny the similarities between the two cats. Hey, think this might be my last one for the night. I'll come back with more for tomorrow night or day. Probably not on the same computer, but you guys will recognize my writing style. Be me around 10. First time this happened still happens in my room BTW. Go to sleep pretty normal night. Bad insomnia. In bed for around an hour. Parents both already gone to bed and asleep. Begin to hear my own heartbeat in my ears. Weird.png. Get up and go get water from kitchen. Go back to bed. 20 minutes later. It comes back even louder. Turn on my light. Get out of bed. Kinda just sit on the floor a bit till my heart rate comes back down. Turn off light and go back to bed. Couple of minutes pass. Start hearing screaming in my ears. Sounds like a woman crying out in pain. Starts quiet then builds. Terrified. Rar. So scared I can't move. It gets worse. Sounds like multiple people are getting tortured and someone is laughing. Heartbeat is still in my ears so loud it feels like there's something hitting my head. Finally build up the nerve to move. I turn in my bed and put my head under my covers. It somehow gets even worse. Scream. Nothing comes out. Run to my dad's room and tell him everything. Sleep with him for the night. This only happen in my room. Anyone who sleep in my room when it's messy has this happen to them. Told my mom, she said it was cause of the mess. Cleaned my room, didn't happen the next night. Happened a month or so later when my room was perfectly clean. Makes no sense, still terrifies the shit out of me, and still sleep with my dad if it happens. Parents don't sleep together BTW. I have consumed the souls of plushies, I know their minds. We meet. In class. Teacher is teaching dumb maths questions. Anon. Do you know the answer to this maths question? MFW, I'm too busy thinking about eating bodies to notice. The teacher gets angry, so I think of an answer quickly. The corpses of the deceased. They're delicious. Get sent to the principal's office. He says cannibalism is not permitted in the school. Stab him to death then eat his corpse. Yummy. Get sent to prison. Refuse to eat prison food because it doesn't contain any human organs. Realize after 69 days in prison that my super epic gaming setup will be destroyed by the Italian mafia. Break out of prison. Go home. Parents are confused since I am meant to be in prison. Stab them to death and eat their bodies. I love cannibalism. Win a fight against the Italian mafia using the power of anime. Go to school but with a disguise. Who are you? You aren't part of my class. I am Mr. Sex, and I love cannibalism. They realize who I am and I get put in detention. Too bad they're dead and I ate their bodies. Pull the fire alarm to get everyone outside so I can stay inside and eat the corpses more. The school gets bombed by Team Rocket. MFWI dead. I think I may be the plushies. We meet. E3 and military. Barracks duty. Dudinko left at 2000. It's 0130. Watching YouTube. Totally zoned out. Hear something slam into the window to my left. Like someone slapping the window with their palm. Jolt out of chair, run out of office to see. Not a soul to be seen. Really cold. Did my rounds half an hour earlier and it was nowhere near this chilly. Think maybe it was one of the resident birds that nests in the first floor ceiling. Go back inside. Rest of shift carries on normally. Months later. Doom scrolling YouTube shorts. See a military TikTok repost about spoopy night watch, duty happenings. Dude in video looks familiar. Whatever, we all look the same. Duty hut looks eerily familiar. Same command board. Never asked the guy about it, didn't know him like that. But I guess it means at least one other person experienced something weird here. Not my only /x/ related story at that unit. May post more. I got a story. We meet. July 4th, 2014 or 2015. 9 p.m., SoCal Security Fag. Exterior patrol. Walk around looking for fireworks. See glowing red orb going west. Probably a hela. Does a quick hush turn. Comes towards me slowly. Stops directly above me. Doesn't making a sound. Watch it hover for about a minute. White orb comes from the south fast. Fast afterwards red orb. Both bolt and disappear past the northern hemisphere in 1 second. Neat. Thanks for coming to my Tard Talk. Be me still 16. Couple of weeks after last greentext. Family friend says a cat just appeared at his apartment asking to be let in. Just let himself in and stayed there. Cat looks pretty similar to now dead killer, old, dead, cat for anyone who missed it. Family friend asks mom if she wants him. Mom declines. Family friend brings cat over anyways just in case. Mom becomes seriously attached. New cat seems pretty young, maybe 1 to 2 years old. Cat has same coloration and mannerisms, even likes and dislikes the same food. Memorized where our house was and became an indoor-outdoor cat within days. We end up adopt this cat, naming him Ninja. This cat essentially replaced our old one. Parents still slip up and call him Killer sometimes. Months later, our old dead cat Killer, which my dad and I buried in our backyard, was dug up, bones and decomposed cat everywhere. Ninja goes missing for 3 days. We find him. Still don't know how an animal or someone dug up about 3 feet of soil for a dead cat and why or where Ninja went during those 3 days. Really weird coincidence or bad prank, who knows. Ninja ended up being a lot less like Killer than we thought, actually a lot more reserved and quiet, hence the name we ended up giving him, but for the first couple months it was uncanny the similarities between the two cats. Be me. Be top of my class in the Navy SEALs. Be involved in numerous secret raids on Al-Qaeda. Have over 300 confirmed kills. Be trained in guerrilla warfare. Be the top sniper in the entire U.S. Armed Forces. Be extensively trained in unarmed combat. Can be anywhere, anytime, and I can kill in over 700 ways, and that's just with my bare hands. Have access to the entire arsenal of the United States Marine Corps and willing to use it to its full extent. Some little bitch talks shit about me online. Maggot thinks he can get away with saying shit to me over the internet. He is nothing to me but just another target. Tell him I'm contacting my secret network of spies across the USA and tracing his IP, and he should prepare for the storm that wipes out the pathetic little thing he calls his life and his miserable little shit ass off the face of the continent. You're dead, kiddo, mark my words. If only he could have known what unholy retribution his little clever comment was about to bring down upon him, maybe he would have held his fucking tongue. But he couldn't, he didn't, and he paid the price, the goddamn idiot. I shit fury all over him and he drowned in it. Wiped him the fuck out with precision the likes of which has never been seen before on this earth. This is kinda just gonna be a collection of some more weird shit, can't really green text all of it but will where it makes sense. Be me 15 at the time. Late at night. Chilling in living room with parents on couch. Can see into hallway that connects to my room, parents' room and bathroom from the couch. Middle of watching some stupid show. Eyes start drifting off towards the dark hallway. Bored. GIF. See what looked like an upside plastic bag float across from my room through the hallway into where the kitchen would be out of view. WTF.exe. Mom sees it. Oh my god, what was that? Anon, did you see that? Mom gets up and turns on the hallway light. Dad gets up and go with her. Scared out of my wits and exit the house and go chill on the porch with Cat. Mom spends the next 2 hours saging the house and conduct various rituals to dispel spirits. Burns incense, creates hex bags and burns them, etc. That was really fucking weird, but it was not the first time we saw an apparition in the house. She pretty much does the same shit every time. First time I actually remember, other times was when I was too young to recall.